Oh, this is a Velleman K8200 3D printer. Came in as a kit, and I assembled it, and now it's printing. It's working good, but during the assembling process I had several problems. The biggest problem was the ZX, and you can see this ZX, it doesn't align well, so I had to change it, and basically it wobbles, and so what I did was I changed to a rubber hose, and bought from an auto parts store, and so that improved the stability. Doesn't vibrate much. So, and also the end stop is a little shaky, and I'll probably fix that later. And so I improved the printer bed by putting a mirror, 8 by 8 inch mirror, and also we had trouble with sticking. It won't stick in the beginning, so I had to try different ways, mostly due to the low temperature, so you have to increase the temperature of the extruder. And also we tried the hairspray and the blue tape here, and so that now it's working okay so far. So the other thing I learned was, during the assembly, it was very confusing because the instruction talks about, small pieces first and then large pieces. So I ended up, installing this backward in one of the axes, and so the result was, I had a printout that was a mirror image, so I had to fix that. So I think that the easy way to assemble this is to assemble the large frame first, and so those are easy to find and easy to put together, but leave the front piece loose so you can make adjustments, changes, and so that makes it easier. So I had trouble with the PLA, the one came with it. It's black and it's 5 meter, and the quality isn't that great, and so it breaks easily, and then it doesn't stick well. So I bought a new one. White one seems to be better. So and also at one time the PLA, the black one, got stuck inside. I had to take the extruder, take it apart, and got that piece out. So otherwise the printer is working well, and you can see this is almost finished, and so far so good, and I really enjoyed using it. And let's see, probably need to put some oil on the axis, and that's nothing I probably need to do. And the other thing is, the sort of smells, so I had to, make sure its ventilation in the room is good, and put a fan up there, and sucks the air out. And so far I'm printing stuff off the Thingiverse, and probably will design some unique things and print out. So that's about it. And again, this is a Velleman K8200, and came with as a DIY kit, and it took quite a while to put it together, especially the electronics and the wires is so thin, and it's hard to install, so you have to be very patient to get everything together. But eventually also there was a problem with the belt, and so the belt was sort of too too loose, and then if I remove one teeth, then it will be too tight. So I had eventually what I did was to put a rubber washer and to adjust the tension. So that seems to work well. And again, the end stops appears to be very shaky, not well built, and probably eventually I will need to replace it. So otherwise, see, this is finished, and so I'm looking at the front piece. Looking at the front of it, and I think there's on the other side there's it's a rocket, some sort of rocket. So what else? So the Z-axis, I had most of the problems. But finally, after using the rubber hose, it works much better, and now it's fairly smooth. And the Y-axis, and again, so when